I'm going to take this sucker out for a little ride and heat it up and see if I have a problem with this countershaft sprocket seal. I sure hope not. I'll know when I get back. I'll put it up on the stand and take it apart. We're at 98.1 miles presently. Back home. We're at 144 miles now, but that little oil spot is a very bad sign. There we go. Looks just about the same as last time. Quite a bit of gear oil here, unfortunately. So that countershaft sprocket needs to come off. Still very hot from the wonderful ride I just took. I'm really quite mystified. I don't see oil anywhere coming out of this seal. It does not appear to be getting on the spacer. What the heck is going on here? I was really expecting to see oil marks being flung all around on this countershaft sprocket, but I don't see that. This thing is very, very hot. I guess it looks like maybe there's oil here. Well, like I said, I'm very mystified here. This spacer is in beautiful condition. There's no ridges. It's smooth as can be. I may polish it. There's no evidence of oil anywhere on this shaft. But somehow I'm getting oil onto the chain. It's actually wet right there by that plug. Is it possible that if oil leaks out through something like that, just gets into this area, that the chain will pick it up just from vacuum or something, or airflow in there? This shifter shaft and seal are as dry as can be. There's no oil coming out of this neutral switch anywhere. I don't know. I have determined I do not have a problem with this countershaft sprocket seal. There's no oil coming out of it anywhere. There's no oil coming out of the sealant or where the case halves mate. There's no oil coming out of the neutral switch anywhere. The only place I can find oil is here. I don't know if you can see it pooling up on the tip of this awl, and that really sucks. I did remove, I think, well, it must have been that one when I rebuilt the engine. I don't remember why, but I did, and I had to press it back in. Here's a clean piece of paper towel. And there's oil on it. I'm going to do something that's going to tell me if that is indeed the leak or not. Close your eyes if you don't want to witness this horrible, disgusting thing I'm doing. I'm going to see if that will seal that sucker up. It'll tell me if it's leaking from there or not. So this is a diagnostic process, eh? And I can take that off in the future when the need arises. I'm waiting for the final cure on this epoxy. Won't be until tomorrow. It's the next day and we have Ken's Garage custom plug seal here. Epoxied on. The epoxy is all cured. I hope it works. Again, this will at least, at a minimum, tell me if that's where the oil was coming from or not. I'm going to put this thing back together and go for a little ride in just a minute. Bonus footage. I'm going to go put these chicken thighs on the smoker. See? I wasn't kidding. All the gear, all the time, right? back from that very short ride. I must say that steering damper sure felt good. Really tightened up the steering. I'm not sure how many miles I just put on it, 4 or 5 or 8. The last 2 rides I went on were about 40 miles or so each. This ride was about 4. Is that enough to make it leak, if it's going to leak? I hope so. The penny is still on there. It's very hot in here. I don't see any evidence of a speck of gear oil. I suppose a longer ride might tell a different story, but for now, guess what? This unfortunate fix is going to stay here. I don't feel like pulling this engine and tearing it 100% down to fix that leaky plug. I may offer these kits for sale on eBay. Plug sealing kits. Look for them on your favorite auction site. I don't know how much I would sell them for. These are almost done. I'll turn the temperature up for about 10 or 15 minutes and we'll be eating dinner soon.